Good morning and welcome to my page. I have taken a couple of days off to try to get some things done like all the rest of you are doing, trying to get some running around done. But I treated myself to a new brush, and this is not a Seint brush, but I wanted to compare it to see how it does. I have always loved BK Beauty brushes. They wash beautifully. The quality is unbelievable. They're soft. But when I tried using them, when I first got started with Seint, I noticed that it just wouldn't move the cream around on my face. So they came out with a new one. It is called the 106, and you can see that it's a little bit shorter than some of the others, and it does have a little bit more depth to us. So I thought this morning we would do a trial. You can see I've got part of my makeup on, but we are going to do side by side and see once whether this one could fit the bill. I know several of you have had to replace your 3D brushes, and for that, I don't know why. I don't know whether you're getting water up into the chamber. I will say this is my second one. I have been using the product now almost 3 years. And so I've had some, and I'm very careful not to get the water up. But let's just try. Let's see once what happens, okay? I'm not in my best light. You know that this is not the light that I care for when I'm putting makeup on for camera. It is my favorite light if I'm putting makeup on for me. But I'm using directly from my palette, just the way I would normally do that. And I'm going to take this product, or I'm going to take this brush, and I'm going to tap it in. So I did pick up some color. So let's go and let's just see. So already I can tell you I'm picking up more product than I was able to pick up with their normal line. And they're just so soft. And I just wondered, for mature skin, that's the reason I ordered it, for mature skin, would it be good for blending and getting into all of our creases? So I'm going to go up. I'm taking care of my bronzer, or not my bronzer, but my contour. And I'm going to stipple here along the side, a little bit here. And now I'm going to switch over to my 3D brush on this side. All right, so even though this one feels stiffer, I don't feel like it is stiff when it gets on my face. I have texture up here, and that's where I always see, if I've told you before, when my application doesn't look good, it's because my brushes are dirty. And I can always see it up here where there's a lot more texture. So we're just going to see here. Now, I am not going to do my nose yet, and I'm going to share with you why in just a minute. I am going to flip to this side. I'm going to try to take care of that. Let me go back to this brush and let me see whether I can blend that a little bit. Now, we've always talked about if you have other brushes and you need a little bit more stiffness, you just pinch them. But I've shared with you, because of my age, I do have some dexterity issues. And so I can't even make a fist. So doing this for very long just normally doesn't work. I got to tell you, this is blending nicely, and it is so soft on the skin. All right, now the reason I didn't do this is because I'm going to use another BK Beauty brush, which is the one many times I use off camera, because it's smaller and it just works well. Do we have smaller brushes? Absolutely, but we don't have any that are tapered like that. And so I like to use that around my eye. Look how I can get in there. And then I come out, give myself a lift. You know, we all want to get that eye lift, right? Let me do the same on the other side. It just works beautifully underneath the eye area. And then I also take it around my nose. And now I'm going to soften that nose. And I'm going to do this on both sides, just because this brush is easier to work with. And what I like about BK Beauty brushes is that they're like a lifetime. I have had mine for 5 years, and they're as good as what they were when I purchased them new. Okay, there you go. Guys, let me see if I can tell a difference. I cannot tell a difference from an application standpoint. I will continue to work on that. But I can tell you that as far as the feel of the brush, I really liked this one. And I don't have to pinch it. It just automatically does the blending. And if I need to swish wish, I can swish wish. Now, it came as a set. So this is the larger one. This is called the 105. And you can see that this is like a large powder brush. But you could easily use this if you wanted in your bronzer. So let me just hit the bronzer a little bit here with this one. Pick up a little bit. I normally don't wear bronzer in the wintertime, but just put a little bit of that on. I don't know. I thought maybe I could see a difference in application, but I can't. But I'm going to continue because I want to give you a good review on this one. Now, I am picking up a really bright, this is like a bubblegum pink, but I need a pick-me-up today. And I know it's in the dead of winter. And we had at least 2 inches of snow last night. But you know what? Sometimes you just need a little pick-me-up because you can see that I wore my pink top. Now, I'm going to use this as my blend for my blush, and it does a beautiful job. It doesn't wipe it away, and it didn't wipe my contour away, which sometimes I do feel that this is so stiff that it completely blends my blush away. Okay, there you go. All I have to do is mascara, and I'm ready to go. You know, as I'm looking down here, where I also carry a lot of texture, around my mouth and here, when I'm looking in my 10X mirror, this is blended nicer than this. I want to make sure that it's not the way the light is hitting it, but I don't think it is. I think this may have done just a little bit better job in blending. And that doesn't mean that I'm always going to use that, because, you know, sometimes you want grab and go type look and you want to just take the minimum. I would still use the 3D brush, but I oftentimes wish that the bristles weren't quite so stiff and wondered if they needed to be that stiff to actually get the product on. So this is a much better trial than when I first tried to use it. And we didn't have that brush. That one she just introduced that one. And I'm really excited about it. I believe right now that if you go on Amazon to order, I don't know if that one's there, but her other brushes are 20% off. I was able to pick up another one of these. This is just a great brush. You're not going to be sad that you got this one. But I actually went to her website, and I think she was running a sale there. So it's bkbeauty.com or it's bkbeautybrushes.com, one of the two. And I wish I had a shopping code for you. I don't, but for sure, I think you're going to love it. So have a great day. Bye-bye.